doing? I hope you are having an amazing week, doing awesome things. Today on the show, on the mic, I have the pleasure to talk to no other than Hash Master from Unspoken Contingency. The man has a talent for narration, entertainment, novelization. He's doing it all. He's a one-man band, man. What an amazing project. Check it out. We just go. Hashmaster from Unspoken Contingency. What's up, brother?
Not too much, Phil. How are you doing, man? Look at me stumbling over the first word of the podcast, man. Mints and drops is an exciting place to be. Let's go, homie.
we got it. We're running it for the second time, bro. I'm happy to finally get you on the show, man. It's been a long time coming, and thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no, for sure. Thank you for providing such a cool platform for people to come up and share a little bit of what they're doing, let the whole world like this is what you're doing is very appreciative across the community. So thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I never say it enough where I do this out of you guys are my friends, man. So it just goes what I'd say. And when I started this, it's I wanted to get closer, especially storytelling, knowing your story. And you're one with many stories we'll have time to uncover in this podcast, bro. So yeah. Talk to me about the project. How everything is. How's the journey been? Everything.
Yeah, for sure. So I started writing a book series about 3-4 years ago now. It was at the beginning of COVID, and we're all stuck at home. So I had a little baby who liked to sleep a lot at the time. So we started to put some ideas together, and I've changed the concept of what the stories of how it's going to be presented a few times. And now I really feel like this is the final, edit to the structure, at least, right? So the concept of the book, the Unspoken Contingency, is the aliens that have created humans. They created us specifically to farm different planets, right? If there's different resources on different planets that they want, it's a costly endeavor to try and, mine it yourself. So why not just create some sort of humanoid that will survive that atmosphere and allow them to do all your mining for you? Eventually, they'll consolidate all the resources into a nice, neat pile, and you can come and extract it when you need them, right? And maybe they show up in a couple thousand years, and by then, humanity has forgotten what happened last time, right? And they'll just keep doing it over and over again. So in my books, they come for a simple extraction mission, and something goes wrong, and now they're stuck there, right? There's 2 different books that take place. There's going to be a female's point of view. She's kind of the warrior. She's the main PFP project to tell right now, right? So she has her own book. But that extra eyeball that she has, she could see really far. So she wasn't as injured. She's a warrior. She kind of told everyone, okay, here's a map. This is what we need to do. This is where we're going to get the resources we need to do the mission. I'll meet you guys there when you guys are ready. And then they're looking at her map, and they end up in the town next to her. So one book's from her point of view. The other book's from the rest of the people on that ship's point of view. And then they'll both kind of leave on the same sort of cliffhanger, just from 2 different points of view. And then the third book wraps that up. And then you got a little bit of a prequel explaining like what the point of this mission was. And then, you gotta fix those cliffhangers that we left it on. Right. So that's the book series. And then to try and fund the editing portion of it and the initial production of like the hardcover books, I want to sell some NFTs. So we did our first drop. That's actually a month ago today. So we sold 100 NFTs for $369, sold out in the first day. And now I was just looking
crazy
today.
Feat, by the way. Crazy feat, man. In this market, crazy feat.
Oh, thanks, buddy. No, I appreciate it. It was helpful being in the space for over a year, making a lot of connections and making some friends and learning how to do things right. Because if I was supposed to launch in 2022 on Centex, actually. And I put the brakes on it because I realized that I was rushing. I was seeing other people make mistakes and noticing that I had the potential of making similar mistakes. So I had to learn a little bit more, ask them not to do it, change the artwork up, change a lot of the project up, right? and figure out different ways to get people excited about it. So
yeah, figuring out your own timing is everything too, right? Because once you can live outside of time a little, if you can afford it, time wise, that's so precious because you can find your own tempo, you can find your own
yeah,
community, and you will see who sticks, and you see what sticks. Also, that's powerful. Yeah.
yeah, and there was a lot of inspiration pulled from a lot of projects, mainly in H bar. This is kind of where I settled in. I liked the community aspect. I liked the people I was getting to know. And then I was watching how other projects were doing things. And I wanted to kind of pull some of that knowledge and add that in,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like really early on, you had Cap, the hot dog hustler, right? Mr.
Shout out
Pop
to
and
Cap.
Drop. Yeah, shout out to him, man. But he was, I remember just getting my first H bar wallet and then waking up and there'd be like another hot dog freebie in there and just getting so excited, like knowing, oh, I can flip this thing for 4 H bar right now, but I didn't have it. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is when this is when H bar was 50 cents, so that's a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but but no, for real, I learned from him how to make people like appreciate what they're holding,
Mm.
right? And then there's the Rooster Cartel, right? They if you
Shout
would
out
give,
to the Rooster.
yeah, shout out to Mr. Maui and Guest
Oh hell
Squad and
yeah,
everyone else
hell yeah.
on there. GQ, Chad's wife, man. I love that
Mm-hmm.
guy. But yeah,
Real
then there
one.
was Jordan, Jordan held, right? Like I like the people that were making more art and just giving it to the holders, right? If you wanted this
Mm-hmm.
art, it's simple. Be a holder, right? So and then
Yeah.
Houdini. Houdini's a giant one too.
Shout
Oh
out to
my
both of
god.
them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also a goat. Yeah.
Yeah, the HEDERA Yacht Club, the Foundry.
Shout out to Ron. Yeah, the foundry shit, man. Wait. All that's a bunch of legends you're naming right there, man. Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
They're great.
I,
They're really great.
I
Yeah.
know. I feel like I'm going through them too fast. And then there's
No, go.
what's his name? X. X draws the
Yeah,
art.
yeah, yeah.
Mr.
Aoni.
Knuckleheads.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That guy. Yeah, yeah. He rocks that guy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's got great
man.
art.
Yeah,
A
he does.
complex mind. Yeah, yeah. What he does is really out of the box. I love him.
Yeah. I've learned from that guy on multiple different levels. Like just A, watching his art progress, and then B, if you're a holder, you're gonna get something else for free too, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Atreya, he's not new on the scene. He's been I've been talking to him since last year, but he changed up his name, so it seems a
What
little
was
bit
his
new.
name
But
before?
Kurokujin.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, so he was
So dumb.
yeah,
I'm
man.
so dumb because I've seen it on Spaces a couple of times. I was like, man, this dude is articulate AF, because he's doing his Spaces with Lady H, Kaz is in there, a couple of people, and I mean, wow, man, the way he's got that gift, just like you. We're gonna be able to talk about it later on, but he's got that gift when he tells a story, man. You're like compelled. You're like, you want to listen.
Yeah, exactly, man. In a big way. Um And then he was actually a mod in for Centex back when they were sentient,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
last
very
year.
true.
So
Yeah, very true.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's when I met him.
great
But
dude.
a couple more fugitives. That
Mm-hmm.
farm, Atlantis.
Yeah.
Shout out to MRAC.
Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Shitty One. This is a shout out portion, man. I mean, we got to talk about your project, bro. But I love this. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Big shout out to is it in Amaze also who was on the team, and I'm
Yeah.
missing someone.
Wincy.
Winston, yes.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you
built
for
the
saving my
exact
arse.
wallet. Oh man. But dude, hopping in that farm on Atlantis, knowing that you're gonna
Yeah,
get more free stuff for holding that V2, makes me
crazy
want to buy more V2s
with the pedal and everything. Yeah,
every
that's
single
crazy.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so yeah, I was inspired by these guys to want to give out
Mm-hmm.
free stuff. And then Barbarian Inks did something too. They
Yeah.
gave out those Elixon pieces, right? Shout out to Lady H, and J Man,
1,000%.
obviously.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
those Elixon pieces, if you collected all 10 of them, you could have traded them in, just the freebies. So that provided value to something that you were given for free for being a part of the project. So I wanted to do
Mm-hmm.
something like that and was inspired by all these people. So I gave out puzzle pieces to all of the holders, right? And the puzzle pieces are under a token ID called freebies. So now they're all associated. When there's more freebies in the future, you're gonna get them, right? If you had the puzzle piece, and people got to flip those puzzle pieces so that other people could get the skulls. So there's someone that
Oh yeah, the
sold,
skulls.
yeah, someone sold a puzzle piece for more than the thing that they bought, and they got to keep their original NFT, right? Like that person's in the green. So I love seeing that. Every time I see one of those things sell, I get really excited. And we've given away 13 of the skulls now, and every
Wow.
single one of
How
them.
many you got so far? Total.
So there's 25 part of these for trading in the puzzle pieces,
Yeah.
and then eventually I'll be doing these like community inspired NFTs. And one of the inspirations is pulled from the Fugitive. So I will be making like a custom Fugitive looking one and auction that one off in Petal. And then that's the cap. 26 skulls. There'll never be another one after that. Yeah, and then so also there's lucky numbers in the project. So if you have one of the numbers that a special artist decided, right? Then you will be given a one of one created by this special artist, right? And one of them is associated with a skull number 111. So every time someone gets the puzzle pieces, and you don't need all 4 specific corners, you just need to trade in 4. Then we hop into Discord, we spin the wheel, and everyone's just hoping that they get that number 111, because then you get the master, the Houdini. Houdini made a one of one, and it's that one
that's
of
a great
one.
idea.
Yeah, that one has survived the wheel 13 spins in a row now. So
He's a slayer, man. He just stays there. Wow.
I know. I'm loving it, man. But my boy Willie Jack, he hopped in yesterday, and he's the person that taught me how to use Procreate. So shout out to Willie Jack. I've been showing that dude out for a year now. He's got a 500,000 series HBAR wallet, so he's an OG in the space for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Willie Jack, he just got the front page news. It's a legendary skull, so that was fun handing that out last night. We had Rebecca Hangry and my man Raptors in the VC to witness that spin, and
yeah, she's a whale, right?
Yeah, Rebecca's the top whale. She's she bought 12 right off mint, so she basically has like an eighth of the supply, and she could cripple the project if she wants to right now.
She won't.
No, she's awesome. I don't think she's ever been a whale of a project before. So she's like, "What do I do now?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just chill back and relax and have a blast. The party's just starting."
I think when you find a proper balance between flips and really vibing with friends, I think that's where the juice is.
Yeah,
the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the flips are over now, because as of this morning, the floor price is 11x from mint. So
really, let me check.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, it was 40 over 4,000, man.
Get out of here, for real. Yeah. That's strong, man.
Yeah,
this market, man. Congrats. Again, you have something special, man. I heard you. Of course, it was on Discord. You have a talent, man, to really tell a story and get into a pocket, like get into that zone where you really hone in and just go ham and tackle it, man. So that's special. You truly found a way, and that's unique, in that specific way that you're the only one who's doing it, really, to link this all up to Web3, man. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I seen Web3 was the avenue to build an audience, right? Like there is these people that want to create communities around something cool, and if people vibe with the concept of the books, and like the aliens that have created humans subconsciously can teach the reader how to become a better person, I think it's a good concept to rally against, right? Or rally around. And I'm loving the people that I've met here. Like lots of people are really, really supportive, and I'm very, very happy to be in this space, man.
Are you doing spaces often, or sometimes out there on X?
Yeah, so I haven't been hosting my own spaces. That'd
be great, man.
Yeah, I like hopping in other people's spaces right now, because there's a weird balance of trying to host the space and also do the writing and the editing and the artwork, right? And if I'm writing, I can't even be listening to spaces. It's way too distracting. But if I'm doing artwork, then it's really good. I can be talking at the same time. But I feel like the Twitter spaces might be a little bit too much right now. But I like hopping in other people's spaces and supporting them, right? I feel like there's unlimited amounts of time that you can already be spending in other people's spaces just to support them. And lots of times when you do that, they give you their platform to, do a quick
Yeah.
shill or something.
Yeah.
So most of the people in the space already know who I am and understand what the project is, right? So I like hopping in the space and doing like a poem or a rap or something just to see if anybody is interested in the project, even if
If
they
it
don't know
sticks.
about the project. Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes the rap might get somebody to DM me, and now it's going the opposite direction. And I'll give them like a formal invitation into the Discord where they can hear a recording and whatnot, right? Dude, there's another shout out that I did last time, and I can't forget them now though. The After Dark Social Club.
Yeah. Big shout out to
Yo,
Ray, man. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. And the Ruler 2's on there. Yeah, for sure. Real
yeah,
ones.
stealthy ninja too, man. The whole group,
Yeah. A fun bunch, man. Yeah.
Jiggy
They came
Boy.
out here maybe 5 months ago or so. We had a blast, man. Great
Yeah,
guys. Yeah.
yeah, I listened to that one for sure. I was excited when I found out they were coming on here. But when they first came on the scene and they were giving out those platinum passes and diamond passes to everyone,
It's the best way to integrate, man.
yeah, I love that it wasn't just win a Twitter pet picker or something like that. It was you have to win a Rumble. Like it was just yeah, no, you support us. Okay, cool. You're part
Yeah.
of the project. Here's your entry. So I want to do something similar to that, and I've been giving out the blacklisted NFTs to anyone that really all you needed to do pre-mint was retweet any of the projects that wasn't asking for the retweets, right? Just to give that support back to the people that handed the support. So I'm big fan of those guys, man.
Yeah, they truly came into a way where, you were coming into the Discord, as a superstar. Like, oh yeah, you've been nominated to hop in. It's never been done before. Way back, was it in, I don't know, February? I could, anyways. It was properly done, in a way that when you were selected, you were like, oh, it was like, oh, I mean, I'm part of the crew. Let's go. And then you realize that lots of people weren't there, and yeah, vibes were immaculate, man. It was a great way to hop into a family. Like, hey, we're just welcoming and happy to
Yeah,
be here. Yeah,
yeah, man. It felt at home. Like I was meeting people in there that I just thought were part of the team by how active they were. Like the first day I was in there was a guy, Willie Jack, right? Who
yeah.
just got that skull I was talking about. He was just in their VC doing live art in Procreate. So I hop in
Wow.
there and I thought this was like the artist for the project. I'm like, yo, man, this thing is so cool. And he's like teaching me how to use Procreate and everything. So I ended up downloading that app on a work iPad and just the art after his like small little lessons, the art improved really, really quickly. But yeah,
Right.
that was from that little family of people that weren't even the founders, just being a part of that project. So
That's
shout out
crazy.
to them, man.
Yeah. That's when you know that you truly succeeded, man. So what's next for you in terms of so you have three novels.
Yeah.
How does the whole thing work? Yeah, what's next for you?
So basically, there's going to be 3 books, right? So there's going to be
Yeah.
3 different character drops, paid for drops, right? So right now we're about 100 plus the skull. That makes 125 out of 420 females, right? Then we're gonna do the same thing for the males, same thing for a child character afterwards. So if you just have one NFT, one of the alpha soldiers, then you have access to all 3 of the books. You just need one, that's it. And then you'll be able to read the books token gated inside the Discord, right? Then there's also going to be physical copies eventually once we get there, right? It's going to probably be a couple years before the physicals are out because they're going to
Yeah.
have to be heavily edited, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of the mint funds are going towards editing these books. And I
Mhm.
think I'm going to do like a limited edition hardcover copy
Yeah.
for anyone who made a custom. So
Yeah.
the customs is kind of where we are right now, or where I'm going next with these. So if you have 3 of the NFTs and you want to trade them in, you get a custom one. That'll be under the main token ID. Like if you were to get one, you could have the name Phil, or you can have the name Mints and Drops, right? And you can, out of the
Let's
3
go.
pieces you're trading in, you can pick all the traits out of whatever you're trading in. So if you had a skull and you're trading that and 2 other guys in, you can make it like a Skeletor, or you can make like an X-ray version, and that's the only way to get those 2 styles, right? So, and then yeah, I'm also working with like if somebody wanted to trade in like or pass a picture of their face in, and I can make it look like a drawing and tattoo that on her neck or something like that. Do something
Oh,
and really just imprint,
personalized.
yeah,
Yeah.
really imprint into the hash graph that like you were part of this project. Like your contribution has really helped this project get here, and now you'll always be on the hash graph built into the project, right? And then the three that get traded in, most of them will be resold afterwards in like a final mint after all 420 females are completed, because then they can't be traded back in, right? And they'll probably be
Yeah.
redistributed at a cheaper price all at once. So then the skulls can
Damn.
only make 26 of either the X-rays or the Skeletors per character. They can be traded in with future characters to do the same thing, but they don't have to be traded in. People might want to keep them, right? So kind of
Sure.
just shorten the supply of all the different little traits in the future. But that right there, pulling inspiration out of another HBAR project, cybernetic hearts, man.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout
Dude,
out to Wes and Miss Love, man. Yeah, yeah. 1000%. Yeah, yeah.
I love those guys, and they gave
They rock.
me a custom where I gave them a docs picture of myself, and they turned me into a robot hybrid android that I look like I'm
Shit.
part of the Heartland. So that is my
That's
favorite
nice.
NFT in my wallet. As soon as I get a hard wallet that I can put NFTs in, that thing's got to be saved for the rest of my life.
It's over there, man. The forever relic, like you're gonna give to your children. Wow.
Exactly, but
Wow. Yeah, big shout out to them. They're real ones. They've been building for a long time now. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And another thing with the customs is I don't know if you ever heard me like rapping in the space or doing poetry,
I have not.
but oh, okay. Well,
I have not.
there's
Run it.
different,
If you're ready, go ahead.
Okay, there's all acapella though. I ain't paying for a
Yeah, sure.
producer.
Sure, sure.
But yeah,
Let's go, man.
let's go. Something like, dude, this whole podcast snaps back. These raps aren't vanilla. It's Hashmaster Killer, that Boom Fang Gorilla. Shout out to Willie Jack and my man Phil in the back, and everybody staking native in the pack. Thanks everybody for this floor to speak. I mean, shout out to Mints and Drops who supported me, and to the listener who got this in. I feel in a DCA right before the sleep. Oh, well, don't sell that bag. I wouldn't dare to. Though we got the roosters and the fugitive scare. Yeah, dang, them fangs cute but ferocious. When stared at truth about the crew is all monsters on Hedera. So.
Shit! Brazilian heart. Damn.
Let's go, man.
Holy shit, bro. That was great, man. Wow.
Oh, I'm
Wow, wow,
glad you
yeah,
liked
yeah.
it.
This is it. Yeah, yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah, so
You're
I
getting
want to
my
do
brain
something
ready.
like that for all the customs, and kind of just personalize it around whatever their project is and who they are. If there's a story of how I met them or something, we can incorporate that. Or, certain people. There's poems that I made for other people too, right? That have been special to me. So I'll give you an example of that. And it goes, I got this story right before me of when I heard recordings in the morning, and I felt I was really that man. The homie didn't know me, but he go by Willie Jack. It took place in a Twitter space that wasn't even mine. I wasn't even present. He took the time to give me shine. I was honest in astonishment, belted but this confidence that sprouted from his compliments. He validated feelings I wasn't having on my own. The next day I switched up and I had blasted microphones. Every aspect of my life improved from the words this man had said. Now I stand here with no need to prove because the old hash master dead.
Bro,
Oh,
spitting, bro. You are spitting, man. Yeah,
but
yeah. Wow, man. That's really great. God damn.
yeah, buddy.
Have you been
Yeah.
always been spitting that way and all this narrative aspect that you have? How
I
did it come to fruition?
Yeah, so like I used to want to be a rapper, and this has been going on for 15 years now, and I've never like found a producer to work with or stepped inside of a studio. But I've always liked doing it just for my friends, and I've been in a couple different groups of people that wanted to be rappers, and we're trying to make bands, and it would just never turn into anything. Nobody ever seemed to want to really take it that serious.
God
Like
damn,
we'd
bro.
have a MacBook and we'd write raps and then forget about them. And play on GarageBand and make CDs and never try and sell one CD ever do a concert. But once Twitter Spaces opened up, it was actually the After Dark boys. They were Free Mint. They were talking about making a mixtape because both of them, both Ray Ray and Stealthy, make beats. So I was like, yo, if you guys are doing a mixtape, send me a beat right now. And we never actually made a mixtape, but I've been playing around with them. And then, you know, we just started doing it on Twitter Spaces and rapping and making, like, just putting shine on people's projects. It was fun to do that. And that was my way of supporting other people, you know, start rapping in the middle of their mint party, get the vibes going a little bit more,
It
you know.
works. It
Yeah.
works, man. Yeah, you got talent, bro. Yeah, for sure. And down the road, you know, it's like for everything. Doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't matter if you didn't get to the concert part or, you know, on CDs. You know, you're here now, man. So that's the purpose right now, right? That's
man.
That's the fruit that you came to fruition, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe my first concert might be in Friendsland once that's available.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I mean, yeah, that'd be nice. Live? Yeah, that'd be great.
Man.
That'd be great, man.
I know when he built his platform, he cared about audio first. So it should be very capable of doing that. It's like built around the audio capabilities of it.
Yeah, and there's really a lot of attention focused around, you know, this musical hip hop trend, you know, for sure, because it's our generation, right? Because the genre of our generation is, you know, it's hip hop. So, yeah, man. I mean, I see it, I hear it. Yeah. It slaps, man. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I like walking my dog and just going over verses and changing them. And like the thing I just did just now, I have that written down originally, and I bet you 75% of the words I just said are not what's written down. It's been just changed so much and honed down into something a bit more specific. But you know, we'll see how it all turns out in the future, and make these customs and have these audio clips built into them, and let people have the, you know, the writer of a book that I'm hoping to be famous, you know, have these very personal things that ties you into that project in a big way, you know. I'm excited.
Man. You already have it, man. After that, it's just a matter of patience, the right angle, not stopping, community first, always, all the time, because those are the ones that gonna give purpose and meaning, and especially power behind what you have. But you already have that. You have the core, because again, I've said it on our first take where, you know, the Discord is always bumping when I go over there. You know, there's always someone talking over there. You know, energy is there, it's present, and I see it. And we've seen many Discords, right, since the since the beginning, and I see it. And you have that angle, man. So again, that's unique. That's yours. Just keep on slaying, and man. Yeah.
Hey, before we wrap this up, there's two things that need to not get forgotten, right? These special artists, these lucky numbers. I forgot to shout them out when I was saying them earlier. But dude, if you got a lucky number, and in the future drop, the next drop's only gonna be I think I worked the math out today. I think it's gonna be 60 pieces in the next drop, right? Because there's gonna be these community one of ones that I'm making to raffle off, and other community tokens. But there's gonna be lucky number 169 and 151 are gonna be in there. And if you get a lucky number, right now 6 of them are taken, I think, already, but you're gonna have a chance to get a free one of one from a different artist. And those artists are Jordan Held. This is so dope. It's so realistic looking. You gotta see it. Mr. Mello from the Alt Kings. This guy made he made the Ruler's PBR Funk look like it was 3D before PBR Funks were 3D.
Yeah, I remember.
And,
that was great. Yeah.
And in the comment, I sent him a picture that was like still heavily drawn. And I'm like, hey, can you make this, like, the book cover look 3D? And he gave me like 4 different things right away. So that's in there. Yeah, I've just been editing them a little bit, right? But Omni, Daragot, that dude is crazy.
Shout out to Omni. Yeah. Crazy dude, skills.
I have 3 of them. Like, he just keeps sending me different ones. They're nowhere close to the other ones. Like, he just gave me a Pixel one, and he doesn't even want to do the Pixel one. So I'm gonna still be dropping that as a lucky number if he likes it or not. But no, I'm just playing. He definitely is down with it. But we got the GOAT, or Yarn World, formerly known as the GOAT. He gave me a dope piece like 6 months ago. Houdini's, his is tied to a skull already, right? But CC Dabs.
Oh shit.
Dude, hers is 169. So nobody can claim that one yet. But hers looks so cool. If you ever go look into sneak peeks, hers is like it's like a blue face and it's like over a swamp. Like they all look so different. I just dropped a sneak peek with all of them in it. We got Wes from Cybernetic Hearts, man. Kurokagen. Eli just won that one though. But oh my god, Wes is
You're hyped.
dude,
yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
With Midjourney, man, that guy's a beast.
Dude, I've been in the VC with him and watch him like do stuff live, and he'll put it from like one website, take out the final product, put it in another website, take out the final product, put it in another website, take out the final product. And I'm sure like everyone is doing this too, but
but
like
not
I
this
physically
level.
I watched him do it, and it's wild, man. It's crazy, man, dude. And then Hydro Labs. I don't know if you aware of him, but yeah, that's the goat's brother. And if you hold one of his NFTs, he just starts making like random promo videos for you just because he's cool like that, man. So shout out to Hydro Lab. But those are the secret artists, and I love all of those guys, and I'm really thankful for what they created for this project, you know. So, but those special artists, that has to be under another token ID. That
Okay.
way, I can
Oh,
split up the
yeah.
royalties. Yeah, I got to split up the
Yeah.
royalties.
Yeah.
On Hedera, you can't have like there's a main token ID for the collection, and then there's gonna be the royalty breakdown for that. So if I wanted to give them their own royalties, it would need to be under a different token ID. And then with that being the case, they all unanimously voted for let's split up the royalties, so we'll all get 1% royalty off every single piece that's in the collection. So, you know,
God damn.
hopefully, hopefully that works out in all of our favors.
It already is, man. It already is. Look, we're here talking about it, and it works. Again, you got traction, man. So it already does. It's working now.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And yeah, before we close up the space, you want me to? I'll say this part of the book.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, starting tomorrow, this will be 11 months of no alcohol for me. So this part of the book
Wow. Congrats, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate that, homie. But here we go. It goes, why don't you drink? I know many souls that have lost their way. All of these stories have begun with an intoxicated mistake, followed by the constant chase of their desired substances, forever in a desperate pursuit to forget their past. A long stare and return ended with, cool. You got my full of curiosity right now. Like, do you think weed is destructive too? Raph, like, I possess the technology that can place a dormant subplanet as a moon in your orbit to control the weather. We cultivate every substances that grows in every environment that you couldn't comprehend. I've experimented with thousands of medicinal outlets, and all of them are evil when misused. Let's go.
Yeah, that's really great. That's great. Yeah, that comes from a place of experience, downs and ups. Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, that's great. That's powerful. Good job, man. Good job.
Thanks, brother, man.
Yeah. Processing. Yeah, that's strong. Super strong, man. I'm happy that you really found the spot, and that must be like in French, it's an exutoire. So maybe in English would be like a way for you to let it all out, but in a positively manner, especially 11 months deep into that new life that you have, man. Oh yeah, respect. Big respect. Big shout out to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you for coming up, brother, man. I appreciate every single time. Come around whenever you can, whenever you want. Take 2, take 3. It's always a pleasure, and it would be fun that just to hear you more, man, for sure. Any way you find it, because man, again, that flow is really it's special, and you find that pocket, and it's inspiring when you go at it and you just go narrative way. So yeah, best of success. You already are, man. Keep up.
Yeah, I really appreciate you, Phil. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. You're the man.
Hell yeah. Anytime. Thanks again.
See you.
Take care, bro.
Ciao.
Hash Master, thank you so much for your presence today on the show, man. I appreciated my time AF. You're a real one. I think that what you are bringing is not only unique, it truly is striking, and it's your talent. So that always goes to show that when you do not stop, and especially since you wanted to mid last year, that's crazy patience, man. I got respect for that, respect for what you do. And I wish you an amazing end of the year and onwards with success. Best of luck. I'll be there to push. Hey, Barbarians, I will see you on the next show.